Also hold gold in the form of gold, energy, food, or natural resources stocks or mutual funds. Those can be held out of the country. Or T-bill type money, a T-bill type government paper in strong foreign currencies like the euro, Swiss franc, Canadian, Australian, New Zealand dollar, et cetera, et cetera. These funds can also be held under the umbrella of a liquid tax-deferred Swiss annuity, which is a very interesting way to hold assets outside the United States as part of a large insurance company, and they're actually treated as an insurance policy, although you can hold almost any investment you hold in the United States under it, and like your IRA, it's tax deferred. So there's a number of approaches to holding some funds outside the United States, and we have a number of clients who have, I think we've been able to help in that respect, but I think it's a good idea that you should think about. I would hold short-term liquid cash funds up to 25% of a liquid portfolio in Euro, Canadian, or Swiss T-bills, or possibly in U.S. Treasury only, money market funds, 90-day paper max, if they'll guarantee in writing to you that there is no derivatives. Now, they're absolutely a horrible hedge against inflation. They probably won't go out of business, but you'll be wiped out of inflation. So I don't like putting much money there, but I do believe that it's not a bad idea to have a little bit of liquid cash in that direction. I would hold your assets primarily in real things, not primarily in paper. Real things could be a home, free and clear. I have no intention of selling my own home. It's free and clear. It's in the mountains. I'll keep that. A productive farm with no debt. Could be a real thing. Gold and silver, not held on margin, are real things. A business that can make a profit during an inflationary depression, a real thing. A GIA certificated diamond, although those are pretty illiquid, but we've helped some of our clients get those where they've had an urge to get those. Art goods or antiques, but I think probably only for connoisseurs there. You better know what you're doing there. I think it's wise to have at least 6 months food reserves for a family, because we could have some real crises that could put a crimp in the food supplies. Natural resources, energy, and gold and silver stocks I look at as kind of real things. And cash, I would say up to $10,000 to $15,000 for a banking crisis or holiday, cash held in your own possession. You can also invest your IRA in precious metals. We've been doing that for 20 years. We were the first company in the country to do that. We've got upwards to $1 billion invested in IRAs for our clients in precious metals and gold and silver, and they're very, very happy with their 300% or 400% return over the last 6 or 7 years. And so it's pretty easy to do in IRAs, SEPs, and KIOs, et cetera, et cetera. So, and it sure does beat the zero return on stocks over the last 8 years. So be aware that you can do that. We've helped thousands and thousands of clients do that. Keep it simple. Go back to the basics. Reduce your debt as low as possible. Stay or get liquid. Monitor your bank closely, especially for derivatives or mortgage credit exposure. Minimize your real estate holdings to no more than 25% of your net worth with little or no debt. Talked to somebody last weekend who has about 98% of their real estate, of their money in real estate. They need cash. They desperately need cash. They're real estate poor, but they've got a lot of real estate on paper, and they can't sell any of the real estate. They put all of their real estate up for sale, and none of it is selling. It was bad diversification. Okay, if you don't own a home, I wouldn't be buying one now, at least for a few years. I would rent instead. I would avoid most traditional stock and bond investments. I would avoid complex Wall Street schemes or any investment that can be linked to the $681 trillion derivatives time bomb. Finally, pray for wisdom and discernment. First of all, to see through the nonstop Wall Street, government, Fed, media propaganda and disinformation. And second, on how to conduct or order your personal affairs to best protect your family in turbulent period which lies ahead. James 1:5 says, if you ask God for wisdom, he will give it to you. I would suggest you ask him for wisdom about how to order your affairs in the times that lie ahead. Isaiah 58:11 says that the Lord will guide us continually. I'm pretty dumb. I need him to guide me through this minefield that I think we're all walking through. And Proverbs 27:12 says, the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it. And I would like and hope to believe that all of you are the prudent. You are the mavericks. You are the remnant who see and understand the times and will take defensive action to protect your assets, probably assets that you've taken your whole life to build up, whereas I think the great majority of people will not, and a great, great, great many of your fellow Americans are going to lose everything. Folks, this is pretty much the overview we wanted to give you tonight. We wanted to try to tie together the financial meltdown that we see in the financial markets, and where we think that can go over the next few years, and also to help you show what's happening, see what's happening in precious metals and where people are still doing very well in spite of the financial problems that are emerging. As a company, we do exist to try to help people. Our mission in life is to try to help guide people through the minefield that for many years we have seen coming and has now emerged and is now, we're now standing in the middle of it. Our mission is basically to help you understand the times, survive and prosper in these times. We're easy to reach in Durango, Colorado. We produce a monthly newsletter. We have seminars literally all over the country these days. You can check in on David's 30-minute weekly program on the internet, or you can get the DVD from this meeting and show it to your friends, et cetera, et cetera. So we really are here to help you. We're kind of all in this same thing together, and I like to think that we can make common cause during very, very difficult times.